have a misconception of what angels are, demons are, what God is. We have a misconception, and everything and every picture they show is always something with wings, a light, or like you said, a man's body, or a representation of a man's body. Everything and every consciousness is God, and every item in this 3D realm and dimension is made of God, because it's proven that everything is alive. The wood, the grass, that tile, everything, because it's made out of consciousness. Because everything in this three-dimensional matrix is projected from God's consciousness, supposedly, right? All these levels of dimension is God's thinking, right? He created it, right? And we're just on the third dimension of it. So my point is, it's not what we thought it was. And what it really is different entities on different consciousness levels from different places that all have a purpose, all have a job in this dimensional matrix, however dimensions it is. And as it says in the book of Enoch, the fallen angels introduced mankind to technologies of evil. So this is what I'm trying to explain. So we think angels with togas and wings, a man with a six-pack, very beautiful, or maybe fully covered, very modest, very humble guy. And that's what we think. What it really is, it's someone with a computer, a laptop, a brain chip, powers, you know what I'm saying, and a spaceship. So that's why I'm saying, like, we get it mixed up. And they like that we get it mixed up, because then we don't know the truth. And when we don't know the truth, that's even better. That's more control we're giving up. We're giving up control because we're not operating on what's really going on. We're operating on what we're told, and we're miscalculated what we're told on purpose, purposeful. So my point is, fallen angels gave technologies, right? AI is the natural progression of that already. We would have never been there in this year if we weren't introduced to these technologies ever. In our natural progression, it would have not gotten there that fast, that organically, because it had intentions of entities that were running our progression. So it was their intent behind that. So if we didn't have that, I know we would be pure, because we're called angelic humans. That's what we're called, angelic humans. You can find that term. All you do is Google it and see what they mean by that. So my point is that the AI was already predestined for society to be structured like this. Already. It was already that they take the people's jobs. Dun, dun, dun. Now people are fighting hungry. Now whatever government is running those countries can take power now. We're going to reclaim power. We're going to help the people. No more violence. Then they're going to do martial law. Then they're going to do a world pay. Everybody's going to get paid one number a month. Then on top of that, you're not going to be able to do certain investments or certain exit certain areas like District 9, District 12. Remember? Like, what's that movie called? Hunger Games. Exactly. They'll keep people separated by districts based upon income or based upon crimes they committed. And now, shit like that, that's obvious. Like in China, that means social score. We all know that. Social score. Where if you said something bad on Twitter, they take away your driver's license. You say something bad on Twitter, you can't leave New York City. So now, when they force it like that you can't leave your district, so everybody's within their district, and now they have to all fight for the same jobs, the same food, the same resources. That's the whole point of it. And then you're going to have a natural separation of the people that will be safe and the people that will be striving. And then it'll get to a point where the people that thought they were safe are no longer safe. And then military step in and martial law it all the way up and kill people because they're mob and because they're hungry. Kill people because there's other people striking, that other people are being criminals and they don't want that. It's going to be all chaos. But it's all already predestined and written. Because, think about it, they introduced bad concepts and bad technologies to us earlier than it would have never ever came to us. You know what I'm saying? So they influenced us on a path already where we have weapons right away. Where we have now, look at the weapons we have. And like you said, if a nuke were to drop or a bomb were to drop, right? But that won't happen because the entities that run the planet know the planet is more valuable than egos. And also, I would say light is rising 2025. That's what I could say. Let me get this on camera the right way. Light is rising. Alright. Anyway, so my point is, this shit was already written that the AI was going to be prompt and take these jobs and cause these effects. That pushes people to have to lean on their natural skill sets or talents. But the way the life is structured so you don't have to obtain natural talents or skills, because all you have to do is report to a job. That's all you have to do. Report to a job, go home, sleep. Report to a job, go home, sleep. So now, this all circles back to what you said about, you know it's going to go to AI jobs, certain jobs, so you might as well work on your shit now.